Dear viewers, you definitely don't want to miss this hilarious story about father-son relationships. Come see how Kyle finds happiness. Kyle was touched by his GFS words. Work left him owing his son much. So he took her advice, spending spare time with his son. They parted rationally. Next day, Kyle visited his ex-wife's home to make up for lost time. But his ex-wife had other plans. She announced she was taking their son to Miami to visit his long-lost dad and invited Kyle to tag. Ultimately, at his ex-wife's urging, Kyle returned to Miami, where he started his culinary career a decade ago. It was where he met his ex-wife, creating countless memories. Maybe it could help him sort out his current confusion. This was a key reason for Kyle's willingness to go. That night, the three of them hit up his ex-father-in-law's bar, and Kyle felt a long-lost energy while his son wore a wrist. There, Kyle indulged in an authentic Cuban sandwich and marveled at how delicious it was, only for his ex-wife to chime in, "Not nearly as good as yours." She said her ex had an old food truck they could borrow for fun. Kyle finally realized the Miami trip wasn't about his dad. Realizing this, Kyle stopped resisting and happily embraced her proposal to help him get out of his slump. Subtitles: he met his ex-wife's former husband, resembling Iron Man, though not as wealthy. But he was still one of the richest guys around. Even though he spoke with a certain pretentiousness, he ultimately agreed to lend Kyle the food, and this food truck looked like it had just rolled out of a junkyard, rusty and old. The equipment inside was a complete mystery, more like a heap of junk. But father and son rolled up their sleeves and teamed up for a deep clean, though their moment of bonding was interrupted when the son was grossed out by some rotten fish in the He threw the pan with fish in disgust. His dad ordered him to pick it up. It could still be cleaned. But the kid refused, calling it gross. This made Kyle a bit angry. His son had often said he wanted to work in a kitchen, but now he's picky about the dirty tasks. You want to work in a kitchen? This is what it's like. I'm not just throwing things out. I want to cook, not just clean. I'll plug it. No, I cleaned your stupid truck. Why so childish? Seeing his son leave, hurt and mad, Kyle knew he'd been too harsh, but meant to teach him. After cleaning the pan solo, Kyle approached his son to apologize for his earlier attitude. Like most father-son bonds, they had a big blow-up, but quickly made up. Kyle took his son to buy supplies. Confronted with this rare long bonding time, but felt awkward. Time sailed deep in their hearts. They felt the warmth of long-lost companionship, a happiness called togetherness. Martin, just promoted to sous chef, heard about Kyle's food truck. He zoomed across 4,000 kilometers from LA to Miami, eager to lend Kyle a hand. Brothers don't need to say much. Actions speak louder than words. After a quick discussion, they decided to make Cuban sandwiches the star dish of. They needed to procure the most tender pork shoulder, marinate it in citrus juice for 12 hours, and then slow roast it for 12 more. This yields the most authentic Cuban roast pork shoulder, crispy yet tender. His son couldn't help nodding in praise after one bite. Then slice and pan fry the meat again. Pair with 2 bread slices and ham, grill, then add 2 cheese slices and pickles while hot. Spread mustard on the bread's back. The key step: brush butter on bread's surface and grill. Finally, they'd throw the sandwiches in the grill until golden brown and crispy, with gooey cheese melting inside. They sliced it into perfect thirds for the trio to savor their creation. Oh my! Melted cheese dances on my tongue, paired with meat and wheat aroma pure bliss. Kyle's food truck officially opens. Soon, workers came following the aroma. Seeing them stuff their mouths, you knew Kyle's skills were great. His son burned a sandwich by accident. Kyle asked what now, but his son insisted on selling. Next, Dad pulled him aside to scold. You feel that? I like it. This is where all the good stuff happens. I might not be perfect at everything. I'm not the best at either, but I'm really good at this. I want to share this with you. I want to teach you what I've learned, so you can explore life through the things I create. I can keep it going, and I love it. I believe if you put your heart into it, it'll love you back. So, are we really gonna eat this fish? If you love something, you should put your all into it instead of half-assing it and expecting the customers to pay. This shows a true chef's food passion and a father's pivotal life lesson for his child. After a date together, their bond deepened. Kyle decided to visit buzzing South Beach the next day. They'll test if more customers pay for their dishes. If sales soar, they'll drive the truck back to LA. His son thought it'd be fun, got mom's okay, and would spend the summer with his dad. Thanks to his buddy Martin's connections, Kyle's once tattered food truck got a chance at a professional makeover. Thus, a transformed food truck drove to South Beach, bathed in sunlight. Martin's booming voice, eye-catching prices on the chalkboard, and the promise of authentic Cuban sandwiches soon surrounded the food truck with excited tourists. Township soon brimmed, as food lovers snapped photos, swiftly boosting Kyle's food truck fame. Even local officials were lured. They even snagged Kyle for a photo op. The first stop for the food truck was a smashing success, and next, they planned to head to the Soundstream destination of Key West. Along the way, his son documented their journey on his phone and uploaded it as short videos. Thanks to Kyle's previous online fame, their account instantly sparked tons of interest and interaction. Although Kyle had no clue about it, he enjoyed every moment spent happily with his son. After a day and night journey, they reached Key West. Summer mornings are cool and pleasant, with few pedestrians too early to start business. So Kyle took his son to a century-old shop known for the most authentic French donuts, paired with mint coffee to kickstart their day. This was a rare occasion for Kyle to take his son out, not working but savouring food with him. They returned laughing to the truck, only to find a long queue. The reason why the food truck became so incredibly popular was all due to the son's marketing efforts on the virtual network, where he posted geotagged content on his social media accounts. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more awesome content.